So I decided to make this video in correlation to my other video called That's Not Love, which you should go ahead and check out if you're in a relationship and you think you're in love. And it's probably not love if you're young. This one's on how to get over a breakup. So, which a lot of people definitely go all about the wrong ways of doing. Because they always want to get back with that person. And it usually happens. And it shouldn't. So I'm going to show you how. Or, well, tell. Step number 1. Think through everything thoroughly, but not obsessively. Go ahead and mull over it as many times as necessary. Within reason, consider all the reasons you two broke up. Even if sometimes it seems as if there wasn't a good reason, there certainly was one. And probably more than one. Understand that you enjoyed being together for a while, but if the relationship was not what both you and your partner wanted in life, it would have ended eventually. No matter what. In this case, then, better sooner than later. Thinking about the reasons why it ended can make it much clearer to you that it takes two people to start a relationship, but just one discounted person enough to end it. It may also help you avoid any missteps in the future if you can identify areas where you contributed to the demise of the relationship. Step number 2. Don't rethink your decision. If the breakup was your decision, keep in mind that only thinking about the good times that you had with your partner may cause you to forget all the reasons why you broke it off. Because I know all you fucking dumb bitch whores do that shit. You think about all the fucking good times that you had with that person, and you don't think about all the fucking bad shit. You just think, oh, but they did this for me, but they did that for me, and he got me flowers, and he made me breakfast in bed, and I updated my Facebook status that, oh, I am the best boyfriend ever. Ugh. No, you dumb bitch. No. By the same token, try not to second guess the situation if the decision to end things was not yours. It's very common to romanticize the good parts of the relationship, convincing yourself that the bad parts weren't so bad after all, and that maybe you can just live with them, or that maybe if your ex would know just how you feel, he or she wouldn't want to break up with you after all. Don't play this game with yourself. Accept the situation, move forward, okay? Step number 3. Keep your space. Even if you and your ex have decided to stay friends, break away completely from each other right after the breakup. This means not seeing each other, not being around his or her family members, no phone calls, no emails, no text messages, no Facebook, no IMs. Not necessarily as a permanent measure, but until you feel that you can converse with this person on purely a platonic level without an ulterior motive. And yes, wanting to get back together counts as an ulterior motive. If he or she tries to convince you to see them, ask yourself honestly, what would the point be? If you're reliving the past by seeing him or her, it's not hard to get caught up in the moment, and it will be harder to let go of that person again. Now, you may have to have some contact in order to deal with the practical aspects of things like moving out, signing papers, giving each other's stuff back, or if you share kids or pets, whatever the fuck. But try to limit to what's absolutely necessary. And then keep such things as the meetings and phone calls and stuff short and civil. Step number 4. Cope with your pain appropriately. It's okay to feel like you have messed up, Accepting responsibility for your mistakes, is healthy. On the other hand, you must also accept the fact that you're a good person and you did your best and that you're not the only one who makes mistakes. Of course, a stage of denial is completely natural, but acceptance is the key to being able to start moving the fuck on. Step number 5, deal with the hate phase. This is when you want to just scream because your rage feels boundless. The amount of anger you feel depends on how antagonistic the split was, the circumstances, and how long it took to make that final fucking break. You may fucking resent your ex for wasting your fucking time. You may realize that the breakup was inevitable. And in hindsight, will reveal clues that you failed to notice at the fucking time because you're a fucking dumb bitchhole who thought your ass was in fucking love. You may even feel fucking anger toward yourself. But let go of those feelings fast. It's a waste of time and energy to rip yourself apart over something that you no longer have the power to change. There's so many positive things you can do with your emotions and energy. Although it may feel good to replace your feelings of love towards your ex with hate, this can lead to complications and mixed emotions of love and hate, which are never a good thing. Gotta keep those two separate. Step number 6, talk to your friends. You want people around you who love you and who will help you feel good about yourself. So surrounding yourself with compassionate, supportive friends and family will help you see yourself as the worthwhile person that you are. And you'll find it easier to get steady on your feet again. And with your loved ones around you, with a comforting net to catch you, because you're falling. Because you're being a dumb bitch whore. But be wary of the friends who are already trying to hook you up with somebody else, because that's not gonna help you get over that person if you're going and, whatever. That's because right now you're vulnerable and you need to be with yourself. Especially if you are one of those fucking people who cannot be single for their goddamn life if it depended on it. They just hop from one relationship to another, like the goddamn Easter bunnies, delivering the eggs to little children. No, that's not good for you. Unless you just feel like you get out of a breakup, you need to be a slutty whore, and you... be safe, or a condom if you're going to be one of those people, no matter what. But just be single. It's really what you need to do. Just be single, be alone, collect your thoughts, and then when you're happy with yourself, you can be happy with another person. Step number 7, write all your feelings down. Write it in a journal, or write poems. Just write it all down, type it all out, just get it out of yourself. The most important thing is to be absolutely honest and don't edit yourself as you go. One of the best results of writing it all down is that sometimes you will be amazed at the sudden insight that comes to you as it's just pouring all out onto the paper. The patterns may become clearer, and as your grieving begins to lessen, you'll find it much easier to understand the valuable life lessons from the whole experience if you've been writing your way through it. No relationship is ever a failure if you manage to learn something about yourself from it. Just because it didn't work out doesn't mean it wasn't a necessary part of your journey to becoming or finding out who you were meant to be. Step number 8, make a list of reminders. One of the best tricks to help you stick to your resolve is to make a list of all the reasons that your ex was not the one for you. Be fucking ruthless and be fucking clear. This is not the time to be fucking forgiven, okay? You're not fucking Mother Teresa, alright? You ain't gotta be nice. What you're doing is you're creating a picture of yourself that will call up an emotional response when you're fucking tempted to think that maybe if I just did this or did that, it would have worked out. No. Write down what fucking happened and how it fucking made you feel. Being clear about the things that you never want to fucking feel again. And when you find yourself missing your ex in a weak moment, and you think you might actually be getting too fucking close to the cell phone and picking it up and calling them, texting them, or you need to write a little message to them, you're gonna get out your list, you're gonna read over it a couple times, and then talk to yourself. This is the truth, and what it was like, and why would I want to go back and torture myself again? P.S. Should've listened to fucking Blue LaQ in the fucking first place, instead of being a dumb bitch whore, because he is always right, and I should've listened to him. Ugh. No more being a dumb bitch whore. Okay, if you're caught in a low self-esteem trap and thinking you don't deserve better, imagine if this was one of your friends. And think, what would you say to your friend? Get as far away as you fucking can, cause that relationship is no good for you girlfriends. What are you doing with him? You could be with fucking da-da-da-da-da-da. He treat you so much better. He is so nice. He dress nice. He smell good. His hair is did. And he'll fucking treat you like the lady you are. Or he'll treat you like the man you are. Or he'll treat you like the lady man you are. Okay, girlfriend, don't be with him. Why do you need to be with him? He ain't good for you. Step number 9. Out with the old, in with the new. A breakup can signify a new beginning. Therefore, cleaning and organizing your personal space will leave you feeling refreshed and prepared for the new things to come. A mess can be overwhelming and depressing and will just add to your stress level. The added bonus with keeping your space tidy is it doesn't require a lot of brain power, but it does require enough to focus and keep you from recycling the pain. Occupying yourself with such tasks designed to make your life better and easier will also occupy your mind enough to keep you, helping get you through the residual pain. Clean your room, get some new posters, clean up the icons on your desktop. As insignificant as cleaning sounds, it will make you feel better if you're uncluttered. Step number 10. Remove memory triggers. There are all kinds of things that'll remind you of your ex. A song, a smell, a sound, a place. Once the grieving period has had some time to process, don't dwell on the painful feelings or memories. There are probably things that are pushing your buttons without your conscious recognition. Try walking around each room of your house with a box and removing things that make your heart ache or your stomach churn. Really focus and look carefully. You may realize that that little bluebird-shaped box sitting in the mantle has been pretty invisible for the past couple months or years. But when you take a conscious look at it, you notice that every time you turn towards that corner of the room, it catches your eye. And you feel that sharp little sting in your solar plexus. It really can work wonders to clear your space of all these triggers. If you have a keepsake, such as a watch or a piece of jewelry, like a ring, necklace, that was given to you by your ex, and it's a reminder of the good aspects of your relationship, there's nothing wrong with keeping it. But for the time being, try put it away for later when you've given yourself some time and space. Put these reminders far, far away from you in a box in a place that you'll never go. Out of sight, out of mind. Step 11. Find happiness in other areas of your life. Whether that means spending time with your friends or your family, or going bike riding, hiking, camping, canoeing, crafts, dancing, shopping. Hello, retail therapy. Who doesn't like getting new shit? Or vintage, old shit. Um, just keep yourself busy. Reading every book that's on the New York Times bestseller list. Reminding yourself that a relationship is just one part of life. Um, but even when you are one, there's always the personal pleasures that you can always enjoy on your own. Indulge in those things now. As they say, the best revenge is living well. Enjoy being single. Step number 12. Stay active. Exercise improves your mood and alleviates depression, and the distraction will help keep your mind off the situation. Hello, remember from Legally Blonde? It releases endorphins, and happy people just don't kill their husbands. Go running outside, or visit or join a gym, or you can just go for a walk with a friend. And think of releasing the anger or sadness with every step. If you don't exercise regularly, then here's some ways to help motivate yourself to get yourself to work out. Doing something small right now. Going out of the way to the gym, getting decked out in your jogging gear, doing whatever it is that you feel like you should be doing, obviously seems like too much work. So, just do 10 push-ups or jumping jacks. Easy. And usually it's just enough to get your heart rate going just a little bit and make you feel like a little more exercise wouldn't be so bad. Just get halfway there. Um, if you go to the gym but just don't feel like it, at least you'll drive yourself to the gym and tell yourself that if you don't feel like working out, you'll go home. Odds are, though, once you're there, you won't feel like driving home. But if you do, that's okay too. But you probably won't. Just tell yourself that you walk the treadmill for 10 minutes. Even if your exercise routine involves much more, just telling yourself that you'll do one more thing without having to commit to anything else will just make things easier. And before long, your endorphins will take over. Step 13. Let go. Okay, I'm about to get all positive and inspirational for y'all bitches, so listen the fuck up, cause this shit don't come but once in a blue moon, okay? Understand that there is no benefit into holding on to the heartache or regret and hatred for another person. Realize that although it is over, your relationship with that person was special and unique in a lot of ways. You can congratulate yourself for being brave enough to take a risk and fall in love. And encourage your heart that even though love didn't work out this time, there's always next time. Step number 14. Remind yourself of all the negative things. Okay, not necessarily all the negative things, but the turnoffs of that person. For example, the less that you find attractive about them, the quicker you'll get over that stupid ass motherfucking bitch whore. But your mentality has to strictly be all the bad characteristics about this person, without sounding hateful or hating this person. Example, their hair always had a funny smell to it. They're a smoker. They never brush their teeth. They never bought you anything for your birthday. They had the ugliest smile you've ever seen. They had the most annoying laugh. If they have no sense of style, if they have no personality, if they're boring, if they're not fun, if you guys never can do anything together because you never can decide on something, if they still wear a fucking scrunchie, not the goddamn 90s. If they wear fucking socks with sandals. If they still think MySpace is cool. I'm BlueLaQ. Thank you for watching my video on how to get over a breakup. It's always hard. I mean, you know, it's never easy. They cheat on you, you cheat on them. They did something and make you hate them for it, whatever, but you move on. Stay single, gather yourself. Don't creep on their shit, don't check up on their shit. You need to keep them completely out of your life, and you need to move on. Out of sight, out of mind. Remember that. Subscribe to my YouTube, youtube.com/TOXIKBLUE. And don't be dumb bitch whores. Get over your breakup.